Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Joy of Sticks. Stickhead here with your Atari ST gaming channel. It's an absolute pleasure to bring you another Atari ST stream. We are on stream number 3. It is the 30th of April. Is it the 30th? It is the 30th of April. So let me show you what we've got in store for you today. We have got the following schedule. I have found a working version of Switchblade, which you might have seen in the background there. So we're good to go. We can play a bit of that. I can't remember who nominated that last time. It might have been Jim. Jim plays games and maybe one other, but we couldn't get it working. But I found a version that works on my ST, so we're good to go with that. And then I've got some absolutely momentous news to share with you, so we'll do that later. And then we're going to dive into the platformer Picatron 3000, which will randomly pick us a platformer to play, and I'll show you the list of games that we're choosing from right there. And then of course we'll finish, if there's time, with a bit of spreadsheet fun. That's probably the bit you're all most looking forward to, right? The idea is that I'm going to try and put together a spreadsheet of these platform games that we're playing, with their rating, what we thought of them, etc., in our quest to find the greatest platformers on the Atari ST. For those of you that don't know, this is the endeavour we've started. It's something I'm going to call or at least its working title is the Ultimate Collection, and it's going to be the very best games of each genre on the Atari ST. And by popular demand, we've decided to start with platformers. So we will. Anyway, let's have a look and see who's decided to pop in and join us today, shall we? Lie188, I'm sorry if you're still here after I told you we're not playing Lemmings. If you decided to stick around, thank you for popping in, it's lovely to see you. Oberleitung's here. You weren't the first, I'm afraid. There were a couple before you, but obviously you're the best, so it doesn't matter when you rock in, really. Let's see who else we got. We got Lucci, nice to see you, thanks for popping in. Hi dude, I heard someone made a spiritual sequel of Head Over Heels on the Atari ST. We did get a version of Head Over Heels, which is rather lovely. Did we? Yeah, we did. But I didn't know that, so that would be nice to see. If you've got any more details, please let me know. Love a bit of, what's that perspective called? I'm going to call it forced perspective, because that's probably more accurately what it is, isn't it? Anyway, who else is here? Ken Purchase, thanks for popping in, lovely to see you. We've got MQ Stowe, I'm going to go with, if that's alright. Maybe it's MQSTO. He says, I think it's Thalamus making the NES HOH for ST. Ah, they're remaking the NES version for the ST. Is that right? Wow. Okay. Unseen Menace, lovely to see you. Thanks for popping in. Unseen Menace says, tune. I think that must have been from the intro tune, which is Beatnik by Mad Max. But, you know, Switchblade has its own pretty decent tune, which I'm guessing you can hear even though I'm on this screen. Yes, you can. Apparently lies on the cognac, which is why he's demanding Lemmings so much. Like I said in my comment there, Lemmings is an absolute banger, so yeah, I'd love to play that, but unfortunately we have a mission today and we're sticking to it. Interghost, thanks for popping in, lovely to see you. Gaspop, nice to see you. There's no sis, welcome. James Wild, nice to see so many people popping in again. Paul Bates, XOXF, lovely to see you, thanks for popping in. Mysnosis, Sensible Socket is a decent platformer. Ooh, OBS Studio just said disconnecting. And we've reconnected, hopefully we didn't lose too much there. Health of the stream says excellent on YouTube Studio, so I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully everything's alright. And you can actually hear me this time, right? Let me scroll down, can you actually hear me? We started the stream last week with absolute silence, but there you go. Let's see, is there anyone we've missed that we haven't said hello to? I'm ever so sorry if I've missed you. Please just put a comment in the chat. I'm still getting used to this live streaming nonsense, so if I miss you, just keep shouting at me until I pay attention to you. It's the only way. Gaspop says, I realised today was Thursday and figured I must have missed the stream this week, but heading to the channel to see what I missed. I'm glad it seems to have moved. Yes. Well, what it is we noticed you weren't here, Gaspop, yesterday, so we canned the stream. We decided to do it tomorrow and wait for you. No, actually, when I started the streaming, I said, right, we're going to do it every Wednesday, nice and regular, so people know when it is and they can join it. but then we've done 3 weeks and the day's been different every week. C'est la vie, I'm afraid. These things happen. Sometimes football happens. What was it yesterday? Oh, we had Shoegate. My son's shoes had a bit of a problem, so I had to dash out and get some super glue and fix his shoes. But he now has new shoes, so I think we've just about dodged the charge of neglect, but we'll see. Unseen Menace says, yeah, you're good, thank you. That feedback is great. I have no idea what kind of levels we've got. I need to get in touch with somebody who streams. How do you figure out levels? How do you make sure it's right? Do you record yourself a little bit before you go live, maybe? I don't know. Oberleitung says, shout. Is that because my volume's too low? Maybe. Mysnosis, I'd say background music is a bit loud, thank you. Alright, let's turn down the Elgato a little bit. But only a bit. And you're a bit off sync. Ooh, that's new. What I'm seeing is in sync. Let me know if that sorts itself out. If it's particularly annoying, we could start a restart of the stream, and that might help, because OBS did do a weird thing just then. Yeah, let me know what that's like. Anyway, like I say, we've got a schedule to stick to here, so we really should crack on. So let's get rid of you, and let's get some Switchblade on the go. Now, thanks to whoever nominated this game last week. Yeah, as I say, we couldn't get it working. Not sure why. But we've got. Maybe it's just me being off sync, says Miss Gnosis. Happens from time to time. Okay. Unseen Men is pretty good for me. About a 1/10 of a second delay. I love the way you're so in tune with that lag. I found something weird the other day. I was watching something that was out of sync, and my brain kind of adapted to it. So that then when I turned to a real human being, a member of my family who was talking, it looked like their mouth was out of sync. It was the most bizarre thing. It was a proper kind of brain lurch. So yeah, I think I allow for some syncing issues sometimes. It probably helps because I've got like a wireless surround sound system on my TV, so it's never in sync. It's really irritating. Plechain, long time no see, says lovely to see you. Thanks for popping in. Let's see. Alright, we're in. So, Switchblade, okay? What a cracking little game this is from Core Design and a lovely chap called Simon Phipps. Now, it's got that kind of classic Core Design quality to it. It's really well drawn, solidly coded. Just everything's just crispy and nice. Oh, I'm gonna get... Oh. And the basic idea is... I can't remember the story at all. We should have really watched the opening cutscene. There's an evil guy. You've got to kill the evil guy. The way that you do that is... But oh my word, I'm going to die. And I've not even made it into the first level yet. And the way that you do that is you put together this legendary sword by gathering bits of it from all over the level. And then you go and take him on. And it's quite unique in a way. Most of it is standard platform fare, you know, running and jumping, blah-de-blah. But the way you attack is quite unique. So you tap the button, you get a punch. But if you notice the bar in the bottom right, if you hold it down about halfway to 3/4 or so, you get a high kick. And if you hold it down all the way, you get a sweep. So you've got access to these different moves, and obviously the sweep is the most powerful. It's the one that you hold for the longest. Okay, it's not the end of the world that we wasted some energy at the beginning, because I think it's unavoidable that you lose a life when you drop down there. Now, one of the things I really love about this game, I mean, the presentation as a whole is just fabulous. I mean, the pixel art here is really nice, really effective use of a limited 16 colour palette. But what I really like is the way the level kind of reveals itself like this. You see that as I went down the level, it revealed this bit that I'm on here. Oh dear, that wasn't particularly skillful, was it? And again, I'm about to drop down here. New screen. Oh, I'm not going to show you here. Oh, I might do when I go to the left, actually, so hang on. Now, I just picked up a pickup that permanently fills in one of my power bars there. And that means it's always filled in, which is nice because then you get a shorter delay for your most powerful attack, which is obviously really handy. And this is what I'm talking about. Look, the way the level reveals itself as you go, and it kind of reminds me of Rogue or one of those games like that, which is really cool. And yeah, lots of people saying they love the music. Stephen Fulcher, thanks for popping in. He says this music brings back memories. It is an absolute banger. You can't attack while you're on the ladders, which is a bit annoying. Switchblade is a cool game. I know it mostly from the GX4000 version. I call the bad guy Casimir. Okay, well, what's the GX4000 version like? I'd imagine it's a port of the Amstrad version, but with some graphical bells and whistles and perhaps different sound and stuff. Is that right? This isn't a good situation, is it? Let's get up there. Right, I'm completely invulnerable now. You can't reach me. Alright, ladder or left? Let's do a left. Oh, hello, sneaky spikes. Everyone loves a random sneaky spike that you can't see when you approach. Alright, 3 power pills, that's good, isn't it? Unfortunately, we have very little life left. Hopefully we can do something about that. Can I make it up there? Yes, with a better jump. Oh, hang on, there's some breakable blocks down here. There we go, another power pill. And yeah, so a lot of the gameplay comes from obviously the arcade elements of trying to defeat these enemies and stuff, but a lot of it comes from, you know, being able to find your way around. Because as I say, you've got to find all of these sword pieces, of which that's one. You see in the top right there, we've got a little dagger. But the more of those pieces we get, the more that will power up. Yeah, so this is kind of the gist of the game. You kind of get it. I was kind of hoping to get some kind of weapon power up. Now it's interesting to note that your contact with the enemies doesn't hurt you, their attacks hurt you, which is quite unusual for a game of this era, right? That's bait. I'm not going down to get that, because what I want to do is go this way. Do I want to go this way? No, you can't actually go this way. The arrangement of those destructible blocks there means that you can't actually go that way, so you've got to find a way around. But yeah, I don't want to drop down, I want to go this way. Okay, here we go. Ladders are a bit annoying, because that just gives them a free hit, which is annoying. There we go. Okay, I've got a special weapon. This is what I wanted to show you. But I am just about to die, so I'll just shoot it in this direction. Yeah, you can pick up lots of weaponry as you go around, which obviously makes you way more powerful. Again, that's bait, because if I go down there I can't get back up to this bit, so I'm not going to get that. There we go, and things get a lot easier when you have a projectile weapon. They really do. He says, dying. Look, it's been a while, alright? I think you can accidentally attack the power-ups as well. I think if you like punch them, they kick them, they get weaker. That seems to be a memory. Oh, new enemy type there. Dropping down? No, probably not. We face our first knight. Okay, it takes an extra hit. Scary dairy. Alright, you can see that when we died we did lose all of our power-ups, so that's a bit of a shame. Now I don't want to... Do I want to drop down here? Yeah. So I want to get that destructible block. Ah, what was that? I actually don't know what that was, that power-up. I wonder if it was extra energy. Could have been, couldn't it? Yeah, so, you know, the unique way that you attack in this game does offer up some tactics. Like, do you hold on to get a more powerful attack, or do you need to just give them a jab to fend them off? Or, You know, do you need to hold it for a certain length of time in order to get off a high attack? It's quite ingenious, really. Can I make this jump? Come on then. There we go. Third time of asking. Don't actually want to go this way anyway, do I? Okay. Thank you very much. Alright, I should have looked at my life. I don't think that did give me life. I wonder what that was. Alright, we need some Switchblade aficionados, please. What was that pickup? Anyway, I'm not going to play too much because we've got an absolute ton of games to get through. So in a minute we'll get to a vote and we'll see if you think Switchblade should make it through. Now obviously as part of this Ultimate Collection endeavour, we just want the absolute cream of the crop when it comes to platformers. But that's nothing to say we can't vote this one into consideration. Oh, come on now. Anyway, let's catch up with chat, shall we? I've probably missed a ton of your valuable insight. Let's see. Lie188 says, am I right saying this game sounds bubble bobbly? Well, Bubble Bobble has that really kind of repetitive tune, doesn't it? And it's quite bleepy, bleepy bloopy. There is a bleepy bloopy element to this, but to me this sounds a bit more kind of adventurous, this game, this music rather. Yeah, it was one of the handful of C64 games on cartridge, wasn't it? Are we talking about Switchblade? That's cool. Alright, I think I've missed a message here somewhere. I'm scrolling up a bit. Unseen Menace says, how much RAM does your SD have? It has 4 megabytes. It's a 4 megabyte STE. Let's see. What did I miss? There was a funny message. Oh, Oberleitung says, you could use Atari Works for your spreadsheet. Do you know, I did consider that. I did consider using genuine Atari software. When I put this up, this is just, what's it called on Windows these days? Is it WordPad? I'm just using WordPad because I saw that you could change the font. Downloaded the Atari ST font, fabulous, good to go. But I did consider loading up like First Word to do all of the typing. Yeah, that would be class, but I think it would it would just make things really difficult. So maybe not. Let's see. Lucci says the GX4000 version is far less coloured, but keep the decent gameplay. Oh, that's good to know. Colours aren't everything, are they? If the gameplay's intact. Quite a tough game. Foes are deceitful with their pop, and you shouldn't miss any parts of the sword if you want to beat the villain. Absolutely, that is key. It's quite labyrinthine. You've got to really kind of map your way through, and it probably is one of those games where you want to be making some kind of map to learn your way through, get all of the parts of the sword, and then find your way to the main boss. And the order you do things is quite important. I remember coming across a boss, and the boss is almost trivial with a projectile weapon, but just with your fists and your feet it seemed impossible. Is the level design and power-up placement somewhat random? No, they're always in the same location. Switchblade, 2 parts Rick Dangerous to 1 part Fallout. Good shout, J5276. Thanks for popping in, nice to see you. Ms. Gnosis, I'd say voting should happen at the end of the session, because only then do we know what each game is up against. Well, the thing is, we're not going to get through all of the platformers. We're not. So if we have some kind of preliminary yes or no, do we consider it, or do we just kick it out now? And then when we get to the bottom of the platformer list, we'll see the ones that have got ticks by them. Yes, we consider these, and then we put those together and we think, right, come on, down to business. Which are the best ones of these? Ken Purchase, wait, I was getting confused. GX4000 was the failed consoleized version of the CPC, not the C64. Yes, Ken, you're right about that. But Switchblade was one of the few titles released for it. Okay, alright, it's time for a vote. I'm just going to call it Switchblade in? ? Are we going to say yes, Switchblade makes it in, or no, it doesn't? Alright, it's doing a swirly whirly. That's not very promising, is it? Hello? Alright, bear with me. I don't know if you can see the pole. All I can see is a swirly thing. So, how can I fix that? Oh, we're back in. Alright, lovely. Okay, I think the poll is live, so get your votes in. Do you think we should include Switchblade in our weighing up of the best platformers on the Atari ST? James Wild says, I never played the original Switchblade, but have fond memories playing a demo of the sequel from an ST Action cover disc. Yes. Do you know Switchblade 2? I'm not sure I've ever played it. Have I ever played it? I have no memory of playing it. I've probably got a video on it on the channel. Such is my memory. But yeah, no, don't think I've ever played that one. Ken Purchase, I remember Switchblade 2 was like a much less cutesy remake. I remember bigger sprites, more realistic proportions, and that's all I know about it really. Very similar gameplay but completely different visual style, says Ken. Bobby, thanks for popping in, nice to see you. Bobby Rogers 12 says, looks pretty good, but it's no Big Nose the Caveman. It's not, Bobby, unfortunately. We're only on Atari ST platform games at the moment, otherwise of course we'd be considering the legendary Big Nose the Caveman. Ken Purchase, yes, I had that ST Action demo disc, yeah. I mean, cover discs is a video or a stream I'd love to make. They were so invaluable as a cash-strapped kid. Even, you know, because I had tons and tons of pirated games. But even for me, cover discs were immense, part of the experience. So, you know, for somebody a bit more law-abiding, I can imagine it would be absolutely essential. SB2 looked a bit like Strider. Yes, it did, didn't it, in graphical style? Simon Phipps was obviously really inspired by Japanese manga and anime. You can see that influence here, although in a bit more of a chibi style. But yeah, you saw that come out a lot more in the sequel. Anyway, let's have a look at the results, shall we? We end the poll. I can't see the results of the poll. Okay, it's just being a bit slow today. Alright, there you go. Switchblade, yes, 71%. How about that? Right. So we scroll down, we find Switchblade. We delete where it says not working, because it is now working. And what should we put? A Y? And then we put the percentage in brackets. That's what we do. And then we got a little record of how emphatic your voting was for it. I think that sounds good. Okay, next things next. Right, bear with me. I've got to get something up on the screen. Okay, I'm sorry about this. Welcome to the platform game Spinotron 3000. Yeah, it's one of those kind of naff random wheel spinners, but you know, I managed to find one without horrible ads all over the place. So this is what we're sticking with. Anyway, you can see there are lots of platform games on this wheel. Now, you have got 1 minute and 1 minute only. If you see a game that you consider one of the best platform games on the ST, but you can see that it's not on this wheel, speak now or forever hold your peace. Oh, that's nice. We got a Henny's dry cider on the go this evening. Really, really nice. Not a big fan of cider, but my father-in-law took me to a cider festival last year, and there was all sorts of taste testing going on. It's just a glorious, glorious way to spend a sunny afternoon. And I tried lots of different ciders, and you know, never really liked cider in the past, but I think it was because I was trying a particular type of cider, and it was just too sweet for my tastes. But I found lots of cider at the cider festival that I did enjoy. And then when I was talking to the makers about it, that was the great thing about it. The farmers were there that, you know, that had the orchards, the people there that did the brewing and all sorts of. It was just fabulous talking to them about the process. And yeah, every time I said, "Oh, I really like this one," and then looked at the flavour profile, it was dry. So I'm like, dry cider. That's what we do. And yeah, really nice. Still a bit sweet for my taste, so I can't drink a lot of it. But yeah, really enjoyable dry. Super frog Mysnosis. Are you trolling? Are you trolling Mysnosis? You do know that's an Amiga exclusive. I'll take that as a little sly elbow to the ribs. How dare you do such a thing? Unseen Menace, I prefer a nice glass of Ribena. Ooh, I haven't had Ribena for yonks. Alright, we need a new poll. Ribena versus Vimto. Which one is best? Alright, nobody... Oh, hang on. I was about to say, nobody has suggested a new game, but somebody then said Flimbo's Quest. So it's going on. Flimbo's Quest. There we go. Does it add it automatically? Can you see Flimbo's Quest? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it adds it automatically. Good. Oh, Ms. Gnosis. Oh, I didn't know that. Being sweet and innocent. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. Oh, I should be asking for Sensible World of Soccer on the ST next. Just to really rub it in. Unseen Menace. He likes Vimto as well. Not a partisan squash drinker. He's a bit of both. He doesn't mind. All right. Oh, you deleted it, Miss Gnosis. You didn't need to do that. Okay. All right, we're spinning. We're spinning. Here we go. Does Rodland count? It does count. How is Rodland not on this list? I'm sorry, if you were here last week, you should be having words with yourself right now. How could you not say Rodland? Okay, we're spinning. Oh, Fire and Ice. You got in just in time. Fire and Ice. Okay, here we go with a spin. What are we playing next? We are playing First Samurai. Ah. Okay, and we remove it from the list. And we go over here. And we find it. There you are. Alright, it's got to have a system, right? Let's stay organised. I mean, it may look like a dog's dinner with the Atari ST system font. But still. It's our dog's dinner, right? Okay. Let's get rid of you. And we'll find First Samurai. Looking at the time, thinking at this rate, we should finish platform games by, what do you reckon, 2029, if we're lucky? Well, life's about the journey, isn't it? Not the destination. What was it? It was First Samurai, wasn't it? Not the Last Samurai. Have I got that right? I hope so. First Samurai, here we go. Alright, is First Samurai one of the best platformers on the ST? We're about to find out. Pure Essence, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Pure Essence, yes, Fire and Ice. Sorry, I answered your thing, saw your thing, Fire and Ice. Didn't realise it was you. Thank you so much for watching. It's lovely to see you. But yes, it's a game, Fire and Ice. It's a good game, a very good game. It's too difficult. It's extremely annoying, but it's Graph Gold, and Graph Gold are incredible, absolutely incredible. Pure Essence says, long time no speak, mate. Not sure if you remember. I'm the bloke who sent you F-19 Stealth Fighter. I do remember. Yes, thank you very much for that. And I'm ashamed to admit, I'm still as terrible at flight simulator games as I've always been. So I do apologise, but F-19 Flight Simulator was, it was a good one. I don't know if it's because of your generosity that made me stick with it for a bit longer, but yeah, I did enjoy it. So that's two flight simulators I've now enjoyed. Let's see. Last Samurai is a good movie, though. That's probably where I'm getting mixed up. Last Samurai. Which one's Last Samurai? Is that... It's not the Hollywood film, is it? It might be. Anyway. Nice Rocks, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. Probably been asked this a million times. Are you emulating or running a real ST? This is a real ST. It's an STE. 4 megabytes running TOS 1.62. I have installed a floppy emulator and a hard disk emulator, but everything else is genuine. Tom Cruise, Pure Essence, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's actually a good movie. I'm surprised that's a good movie. It doesn't seem like it would be. Anyway, graphics on the loading screen, check that out. Very well drawn indeed. Alright, you'll have to forgive me, as you'll see many times when we're playing games that I am not familiar with, that I'm probably not going to be very good at this, but we'll give it a quick go. And anyway, it's your opinion that counts about whether it goes through to the next round of consideration or not, regardless of how good or rubbish I am. Can we skip this? Nope. Okay. Am I making it go faster at least by clicking? Come on, we're not here for story. We're here for platforming. It's a shame really, I probably should have read it. It probably would boost my enjoyment of the game to at least know what's going on. But typically, it looks like my master's been killed and I'm going for some vengeance. We wouldn't have it any other way. Unseen Menace says it's Tom Cruise and Ken Watanabe. And then he says Billy Connolly shows up in Last Samurai. What? Okay. Yes, although those Scottish samurai that were running around at that time. Kev's in. Hey Kev, thanks for popping in. Lovely to see you. He says, hi all, sorry I'm late. Escaped pet stress. Little bugger's back now. Oh dear. What's the pet stress, Kev? I hope everything's alright. Sorry, I just realised what you meant. I thought you'd escaped the pet stress. That's so silly of me. No, you mean your pet escaped? Oh no. What pet are we talking about? We've got a rabbit. We did have 2 rabbits. One has sadly passed away. But they've escaped a couple of times. So yeah, I know escaped pet stress for sure. Once our rabbits appeared on Facebook Spotted. So we had to go and hunt them down. Luckily they hadn't gone far. They'd literally just gone out the back garden and then onto a patch of grass out the back. So we were able to tempt them back in with some food. Pure Essence says goldfish. So hard to get those goldfish back once they've escaped, tell you what. Alright, I don't think this is working. We're not having a very good hit rate here. 4 games and 2 of them haven't worked. We did get Switchblade working. So we're going to have to say First Samurai not working. But that's alright. We can find another version and we can give it a go. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry about that. Right, we need to go back to the platform game Picatron for another stab. And hopefully pick a game that works. So if you nominated that game, don't worry. Tune in next week. That will get priority. Ooh, what am I doing? Okay, next game, please. Picatron. Oh, great one. Could you pick us a game that works, please? Terry's Big Adventure. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Where are you, Terry? Terry is here. All right. Okay. Let's check the ST's all set up and ready to go. There we go. Terry's Big Adventure. Let's see if you work. Kitten made a break for it. Half hour of shouting and shaking treats. Ah, thank God the kids are out. Blimey, Kev. That's lucky. I'm guessing you found the kitten, which is great if you did. That must have been stressful. Oh my word. Can you imagine? The kids get home and you have to break that news. Oh my word. Okay, Terry's Big Adventure. Unfortunately, it's a T, which means we've got to scroll past 7 million games to get there. Oh, no we don't. There we go. Alright, we're in. Alright, please work. Andrew, Mr. T, thanks for popping in, lovely to see you. Says Terry's Big Adventure. I've never heard of it, so looking forward to seeing what it's like. Now, I've heard of it and I've seen it, and I might have played it maybe once or twice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a game. Now, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Terry's Big Adventure Ace. Love that. Lee's 101. Played this one a lot when I was younger. Thanks for popping in, Lee's. Hopefully I'm not too annoying when I play it, because I don't really know very much about it. But it does look like standard platform fare, so hopefully we'll be all right. Let's see. Love the music on Terry. There isn't any, unless it's just in the game. Let's see. Nauk77, Atari games on a real Atari. Next up is Terry's Big Adventure. Indeed. Let's go. Oh, there is a bit of sound. That sounds a bit quiet this end. I'm going to turn it up a bit. If it's too loud, just let me know. Now, one of the things that's quite remarkable about Terry's Big Adventure is that Terry is not big. These very cute little sprites. Are we bouncing? We are not bouncing. This is not Mario, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. It's a yo-yo. That is very cute. Oh, I need to tell my son. I almost said he's a big yo-yoer. He's not. He's a big yo-yo man. No, he's not. He loved a bit of yo-yo. He actually bought some really snazzy yo-yos, like some proper trick yo-yos when he was a bit younger, and he could do some incredible skills with it. What's one of the fighting games that he loves? I think it's a Guilty Gear game. Is it that there's a character that fights with a yo-yo, and he was instantly enamoured, and now he's a massive fighting game fan. It's funny how these things come and go, isn't it? I have to say, it's initial impressions very charming. What do we like about it? Cutesy sprites. They're really basic, but there's definitely charm there. It kind of makes me think of a Master System game, really. So it probably got slated in the magazines at the time, because if you even had a whiff of 8-bit about you, the magazines hated it. But not me. I think this is ace. Whoa, he took a bit of a... Oh, because I was hitting his spines on his back, of course. Classic hedgehog move. But yeah, really charming but simple graphics. Terry himself has momentum, which is nice. Like when you stop moving, stop pressing the direction, he takes a while to slow down. And when you turn back, he does a little skiddy. How cool is that? Alright, is water fatal? What do we reckon? It did make the coin pop. Do we jump on the water for science? We jump on the water for science. Oh, it's fatal. Should have guessed that really, shouldn't I? Alright, Terry needs to go to the swimming pool, get some swimming lessons. Bless him. Alright. Yeah, it seems pretty basic really in terms of gameplay, but nothing wrong with a bit of basic really. Collect the stuff. Yo-yo the baddies. Don't touch the water. I mean, there might be some more interesting or different mechanics a bit later on. Let's have a look down at the status bar. That'll be a hint that there might be something a bit deeper going on. Ooh, careful. Okay, there's something a bit deeper. The yo-yo has knockback, so when you hit an enemy, you knock back a little bit. So, you know, I could have ended up in the water there. Okay, we've got 13 mushrooms. Maybe there's a goal to try and get a certain number of mushrooms. There is a time limit. The clock says 168. We can get a shield by collecting some kind of word there. That's cool. I guess that gives you invulnerability. You can get coins, plus 10 coins. There's a flag, I don't know what that is. Those look like, are they cookies or turds? Not sure. You can get some kind of a thing to get an extra life. Bottom right, there seems to be a picture of a door. Okay, what do we reckon the down arrow is? Doesn't seem to do anything. Right, I've been hanging around so long. I am probably going to run out of time, so I'm going to try and book it a little bit. Oh, I've got another letter. What do you think that's going to spell? It's going to spell Terry, isn't it? It's his name. Yeah, not maybe not the hardest Wheel of Fortune guessing game there, but yeah, still. The stream wouldn't be as entertaining if I didn't say stupid things from time to time, right? Can I jump? I can't jump through that platform. Okay. Alright. Get up there, turn around, Terry. Get the coin. Did that count as me collecting it? Oh, I've already got an E. Oh no, that's a different E. Okay, the E surrounded in a frame is for a shield, and then the E over on the just to the right of the status frame there seems to be for the extra life. So we're collecting 2 different types of letters. Somebody said they really like the music. It's not, I don't know, it's not the most amazing ST soundtrack, is it? But it really fits. It fits the game perfectly, doesn't it? So yeah, no complaints. In fact, Rob, what do you reckon?
Phenomenal.
Oh. Rob says wow, apparently. Whoa. What are the... Oh! That was really bad. What are these things that we're fighting? Bizarre looking creatures. I like this. There's something really, really chill about it. I think if I discovered it when I was younger, I'd really like it. I mean, I liked Impossible. Anyone who's played that game's torture. So opposite in vibe to this. This is so chill. I really appreciate it. Get that. Because that's worth more points. Alright, can I pause? I can pause. Oh, it's going to give you horrible seizures. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, let's have a look. We've got to catch up on chat a little bit. Oh my word, I've missed so many comments. I'm so neglectful. I'm sorry. Starts off easy, but it's deceptive. Okay. Wagyu, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. We did Magic Pockets last stream. We did. We decided not to put it through as one of the best Atari ST platform games, but it was close. A very close vote indeed. Ken Purchase, yeah, this takes me back. Had this on a menu disc with hard driving. Did I have that menu disc? That rings a bell. I might have had that one. Pipe Dream and Kenny Dalglish. Now, yeah, great music. Are you being sarcastic? Can't tell. Never seen Terry's Big Adventure without corrupted graphics. Wow, there's a treat for you. J5, definitely played this back in the day. Unseen Menace, never seen this game somehow. It's funny, isn't it? The ST library's like that. I mean, I've been playing the ST for decades, and just every now and again there'll be a game that I've never seen before. Usually on Gears of Games' channels, playing some bizarre game is dug up from somewhere, and it's new to me. Ken says very much Mario Gianna Sisters. Yeah, you're spot on. It is that kind of thing, isn't it? Great game once you get into the rhythm of the physics, says Sofrito Petito. Great name. Great name. But nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I could see that actually. Once you really get down how Terry moves, I can imagine that being really fun. Remember the 90s yo-yo resurgence, the soft drink ones? Oh yes, that takes me back. I think I had a Coca-Cola. What was the green one? Was the green one 7-Up? I think so. Terry's so small, even a yo-yo causes recoil. I know, how cute is that? J5 says there's the soul of a Wonder Boy game in here somewhere. I can see what you're saying. There's less of the RPG light kind of elements, it seems. But then we were picking up coins, so maybe we do buy like upgrades and stuff later on. I can definitely see why you've said that. Unseen Menace says GFA or STOS. I don't think it is. I know why you're saying that. It does kind of have that feel to it. But normally you can kind of feel a STOS game a mile off. But I don't think so. It could be GFA, I suppose. I think you can throw rocks. Oh, wow. The future upgrades. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, collect letters for a temporary shield. Yeah. Alright, if I've missed an important message, you just have to say it again. I do apologise. At least there's checkpoints, you're not sent right back to the start. Yes, Andrew, Mr. T. That's nice quality of life, isn't it, for a game so old? The shield is the equivalent of invincibility stars in Mario. Yes, but a bit more of a hassle to get. That makes sense. Nice Rocks says great little sprites in this one. Yes, really nicely drawn. Did we have Great Gianna Sisters and Stereo on the list, says another user, which you said you were going to improve your username, another user, but you didn't. You didn't. I'm not sure if it is. Once we get the wheel back up, let me know. We'll have a look, and if it's not, we can put them on. Gears of Games pops in. Cogs, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Only because you said basic, right? Sorry. I see what you're getting at now. No, I didn't literally mean it was coded in basic. And I wouldn't use that as a criticism of a game anyway. Plenty of good games are coded in basic. Best DOS game was Sky Strike. Is that the side-on flying, like dogfighting type of game? Because that is an absolute cracker of a game. Right, okay, it's decision time. Are we going to let Terry's Big Adventure into the pantheon of games that we consider to be the best platform games on the ST? Is Terry's Big Adventure big enough? Is the poll. Alright, so when that's come on, get voting, ladies and gents, get voting. We need to know. We need to know. Another user, 2527, just too lazy to pick a new name. Don't blame me. It's hard. It's very difficult, these things. I like playing MMOs. When I play MMOs, I'm a bit of an alterholic. That, if you're not familiar, that just means you create lots of characters and it's really hard to stick to one. And that's always the hardest bit. You make this character, you spend about 20 minutes, half an hour in the character creation, making it just the way you want it, and then you're just faced with this empty rectangle that you've got to think of a name. Every decent name you think of is already taken. Hellish. Pure Essence says, yeah, Sky Strike, World War II, side-on, yes. Plain one, yes, amazing. Gears of Games, I only played the demo of this one, but I really liked it. Okay. I like the look of this game, but it's no Rolling Ronnie. I'm not sure if I've played Rolling Ronnie. But yeah. Right, we're going to give you another minute to get your votes in. I tell you what, while you're voting, the rest of you could be taking a squiz at the wheel, because anybody new in that can think of a game that isn't on the wheel that we need to include, get it on the wheel. Hang on, I've already forgotten the ones that were suggested, because I have a memory like a sieve, and a sieve that's more holes than metal. So what do we say? Into the Vertical Blanks in. Thanks for popping in. Lovely to see you. What a great way to spend my lunchtime. Well, we timed that well for you, didn't we? You're more than welcome. Thanks for watching. Come on, now you can remember. What did they say? I can't remember. I'm such an idiot. Okay, sorry. Scrolling to find the games. I can remember. Amazing. My brain did a brain. Well done. Thank you, brain. It was Stereo and Great Gianna Sisters were the suggestions. Okay, they are added. We're adding more games to the list than we're taking off at the moment. I've got a feeling this is going to be like painting the fourth bridge. We'll never quite get through all of these games. Anyway, 10 seconds. I'm ending the poll. We're spinning the wheel. We're on to the next one. Stunt Thumb. Rolling Ronnie is one of the prettiest games on the ST. Can I dispute James Pond though? Isn't it all underwater, lol? Yeah, technically, are they platforms if they're underwater? Nebulous was great. Is Nebulous on there? Oh, I wish... Oh, we can sort them. Does it sort them on the wheel or does it sort them down here? Let's find out. It does both. Oh, that's amazing. Because then we can look and we can see if Nebulous is on there, and it's not. So we Nebulous and we're in. Oh, I'm loving this wheel more and more. It's a bit gaudy. It doesn't fit the beautiful colour scheme. Right, we shuffle. Okay, we stop the poll and we look at the results. Oh, Miss Gnosis, somebody mentioned Super Frog. Yes, yes. We must have forgotten to put it in the wheel. Oh, it's too late. Sorry. Okay, let's look. Oh no, spoiler alert. Don't look at that. That's for later. Where are we? I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Okay. Right, let's turn that off for a second. And, okay, this is what I'm doing. Right, we're back in business. Alright, so Terry's Big Adventure is a pretty solid no. 67% say no to Terry. Sorry, Terry. You're very cute. You've got lots of charm. But you're not one of the best Atari ST games, Atari ST platform games. Rainbow Islands isn't on there. What? Is it not? Oh my days, you're all fired. You're all fired. What are you doing? Let's just check. Sort. Rainbow Islands is there now. Okay. Alright, we're spinning. Here we go. What is next? Oh, the talk of rolling Ronnie was apposite, wasn't it? So we're going to play some. That's fabulous. Rolling Ronnie, we remove it from the list. And you come up here, son. There you go. All right, let's see what you're like, shall we? All right, onto the R's. Magic Pockets isn't there, says Shimini. Thanks for popping in, Shimini. The reason it's not there is that we've played it already. And the ever-wise and all-knowing chat decided that it wasn't amongst the best Atari ST platform games, so it got hooked. What was I looking for? Rolling Ronnie. R-O. Rolling Ronnie. Let's keep going. Rolling Ronnie. There you are. Fingers crossed that we got a working game, ladies and gents. Toki is a good one. Shout. Alright, I'm adding Toki. Top shout there. Who was that? Pure Essence. Well done. Yeah, no, poor Terry. Sorry, chap. Chuck Rock. That not on there? Oh my word, the list is getting longer and longer. And we've played 3 games so far. Hey, nice bit of pixel art again. Nice to see. Yeah, Gears says Toki needs to be there. Absolutely. Rick Dangerous is brilliant. Okay, Rick's got to be on there, right? Yeah, Rick's on there. Okay, we're good. Rick's on there. Leander. I don't think Leander's on there. Okay, let's put Leander. Alright, let's have a crack then, shall we? Another game, I don't think I've ever played this. So this is brand new to me. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? If you've played Rolling Ronnie, please let us know your opinions in the chat. But, you know, well, let us know your opinions anyway, even if you haven't played it. What do you make of your, you know, your first impressions from what you can see? Oh, is that a collectible there? What's that? Right, okay. Let's test the physics engine. Oh, I was going to say, let's test the physics engine and jump on the car. Nope, it doesn't like that. I was hoping we could jump up there. Whoa. What happened there? And where am I? Oh, I think I paused. Space is pause. Has it crashed? Is that a glitch? Oh no, there I am. Oh dear. Stop going up there. Why are you going up there? Alright, there we go. Oh, okay, those are platforms. Okay, that's what I was doing. I was on the roof. I'm going to say that's not my fault. That's a, you know, a design issue. Okay, first impressions. Very responsive controls. The bird's poop, which is always appreciated. Lots to collect. Does bird poop hurt you? Does a tiny remote control car hurt you? Oh, I can shoot something. Okay. I love his little... oh no, that's a police person. should not be shooting the police person. Can I get up there? No. Is that a ladder? Yes. Alright, we're collecting little silver rotatey Cs. Very Bitmap Brothers, those there. Oh, down. We've got a bit of a duck. We can't scoot along while we're ducking, which is a shame. I mean, I am on wheels, so I'm not sure why I can't do that. They are indestructible. Somebody was saying that the graphics are really good on Rolling Ronnie. I'm not sure I agree. They've got a charm, kind of cartoony charm. Can I kill that? I can kill that. But they seem very flat. Maybe that's just a style choice. But yeah, like I say, really responsive. I guess I'm not collecting those. Responsive controls, which is obviously really key in a platformer. What are you? Oh, okay. No, of course, I'm on roller skates. Rough ground, not good for roller skates. Are you going to hurt me? Didn't seem to when I landed. Not sure what the question marks are. Right, let's have a pause. Let's see what people are saying. Let's see. You're on the roof. Stunt Thumb, I'm sorry. That must have been so frustrating. But still, thanks for popping in. Nice to see you. He probably hasn't stuck around, has he, after seeing that? Let's see. Into the Vertical Blank. Need the First Samurai. We played that. We played that this stream. Well, no, sorry. We tried to play that this stream, and it didn't work. So it's on the to-do list. Tune in next week, I'll find a working version. Andrew, Mr. T. I'm a big fan of Rolling Ronnie, but couldn't get past level 3, if I remember correctly. I also have a vague memory of buying this and Robocop 2 on a buy one get one free deal. Nice. Robocop 2 is a bit frustrating though. How did you get on with that one? Pure Essence says Packland. Packland is on the list. Elvira is rather nice. That's an adventure game, isn't it? Is there an Elvira, or should I say Elvira, platform game? Alright, I have to check that out to see if that's a thing. Or maybe you're just saying she's nice. She is nice. Absolutely. You have to collect a certain number of those token things to beat the level. Okay. Rolling Ronnie is a very well crafted blast of a platformer. Nice. Unseen is lurking. No, that's great. Enjoy your dinner. Use function keys for power-ups and weapons. Great tip, thank you. Shoot the stars. Oh, too late. Yes, grass kills you, says Ken. Energy bar is the bottom left. Oh yeah, we've got health hearts, and we've got some fruit there. Which is E for energy, maybe? Sorry to increase the game wheel, but Load Runner has to be on there. Oh yes. Oh yes. You're forgiven for increasing the wheel. But yeah, what a game that is. Spoiler alert. I'm going to put that one through whether you agree with me or not. Ronnie reminds me of Blues Brothers. Yes, it does have that kind of similar vibe, doesn't it? I wonder if it's got some developers in common, maybe. Alright, let's crack back at it. Right, apparently, function keys for specials. Oh, I can see those in the bottom right now. Alright, let's get that. Can we sort that guy out? We can sort that guy out. Ooh, some kind of information. Rolling Ronnie, you've just found a parcel in the street with the following address written on it. Ms. Beebe, 13 Spencer Street. Guess there is a fine reward waiting for you if you deliver this lost property to its owner. I almost read that completely wrong. I guess there is a fine. Oh no, don't pick it up, there's a fine. Oh, fine reward, okay. Well, we take it, obviously. You know, let's do a good deed. Alright, I want to see what these power-ups do. It might mean wasting them. Okay, F1 looks like some kind of invulnerability. That's cool, isn't it? And I've picked up a different power-up now. I've got an over arrow. That's interesting. Oh, here we go. We delivered the parcel. It's number 13. Oh, thank you very much for my parcel. I lost it on my way home. take these 35 pence. Wow. It's such riches. I can't get up there. Can I jump on the 13? How do I get up there? Maybe this way. No. Okay. Ooh, a shop. Oh, that's a good job I got those 35 pence. How much money do I have? Is that the pence there, P? Have I got 52? Oh, we've got to buy a power sneeze. Obviously. Oh, we already had one of those. Oh, we need extra time. Did you see that? We had 3 seconds left. Oh my days. Yeah, we needed extra time. Now, my power-ups are full, so if I buy another one... No, what I need to do then is buy health. My health's not going up. Energy? Quit. Or do I just not have enough money? I think I did. Okay, never mind. Get out of it. Okay, we got grass, but there's a rail on it this time, so that's got to be all right. It's quite pleasing circus-esque soundtrack, isn't it? Oh, I mistimed that terribly. No, don't float up there. Where are you going? Why does it do? Oh, now I'm killing the locals. Job. Can I get a job? No. I can pick up one of these bombs though. No, I can't pick up one of those bombs. Alright, let's try another power up. F2. It looked like a magnet, but I don't know what it did. Is that going to hurt me? No, I'm going to pick that up. Okay. I think that might have been health, actually. Is that a... No, I thought that was a switch down below. You see the red thing on the pipe. Why is that switch coded to me? There's a game where a switch very much looks like that. Huh. I think it might be Spider-Man. Alright, we can't go that way. Free coin. Do we go up and get the thing? Can I go up and get the thing? Oh, I was lucky that I could actually shoot those ones. Whoa! They're not playing around, are they? Number 64. Have you got anything that needs delivering? I could do with another 35 pence. Rolling Ronnie, that's my truck. Do I get in there? It's got my name on it. Okay, shoot the stars, someone said. I shot 1 star. 2 stars. Oh, yes. Pro gaming there. We are absolutely loaded now. That's a pickup. Oh, that's death. Alright, you're at just the wrong height. Just to be really irritating. I was supposed to shoot you. I'm off the screen when I need to press the fire button. Okay, got 1 shot on you. I'm going to jump you. Right, there's another thing there. Can I go that way? Yeah. Oh, I must have touched the water. That's irritating. Mind you, I'm not quite sure how I would have got back from that position. I think I painted myself into a corner there. I can touch that grass, right? Yeah. Alright, I have to say, this is very charming. At first I was a bit not so sure, but it is really charming. It's really nice to control. Ronnie's really responsive. It's really intuitive what you have to do. The idea of the power-ups is pretty cool. I'd imagine, learning the specific power-ups and when best to use them. Like, I can't get that up there, so maybe using that magnet will help me get up there. Help me get this thing. I'm going to try and jump and magnet it. I think that works. I think I got it. See, extra little bits and bobs like that all add into the experience, don't they? So that's cool. Alright, we'll leave it there for now. And we'll have a little vote, shall we? Well, let's catch up with chat. No, let's put the vote on. And then we'll have a little chat catch up. Rolling Ronnie? Yes or no? Alright, do we add Rolling Ronnie to the pantheon of best Atari ST platform games? My opinion is that I'm really pleased with it. This is, every now and again somebody will recommend something and I'll play it for a video, or in this case for the stream, and then it just makes me want to go back and play it some more. That is definitely one of those games that I want to explore a bit more. Let's see, oh my word, I've missed lots of chat again, sorry. Okay, Enchanted Land needs to be added to the list. If it's not already, let's just check actually, because I remember someone saying it. I just ignored them. There's an Elvira platformer. But is it one of the best platformers on the ST? Are you just shouting platformer names at me now just to get me stressed about how many games I have to play? Yes, Exelon is a shooter. We probably will separate the shooters into shoot 'em ups and like run and gun style games. So Exelon will probably be in that category. But yeah, there's bound to be a bit of crossover, and that's fine. We'll sort that out when we get closer. Cogs says Spider-Man. You beauty. Now, I'd love to dedicate multiple streams to Spider-Man and trying to complete it. I got really far in that once and then got stuck. So I'd love to go back to it. Wagyu says, I had a game called Uncle Pervo and the Last Condom, but I doubt that should make the list. I think it was a graphics hack of an Indiana Jones game. Oh my word. No, that will not make the list. Especially if it's based on Indiana Jones the arcade game. What a travesty of a game. F1 high jump, yes. I did kind of figure that's what the arrow meant, another user, but yeah, thanks for the tip. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have remembered it for that jump over the grass. The magnet collects everything around you, good to know. Ronnie must be tripping out of his mind with all this abstract stuff flying around and gradient skies. Yeah, I don't think this is what's actually happening in Ronnie's reality somehow. Feels like a quality product, yes. I would say that's definitely the case, Ken. Stu Short Photography, thanks for popping in, nice to see you. Refreshingly smooth horizontal scrolling, that's a good point as well. I'm just seeing how much of the screen scrolls each time. Because it's definitely not one VBL, do you know, like what I mean by that, like 1 pixel per screen update, which is the smoothest scrolling you can get. But yeah, you're right, it does scroll really nicely, and quite a lot of the screen scrolling as well, so that's cool. Let's see, is Captain Dynamo on your list? I think so. Yep, it is. It is, James. Hudson Hawk seemed pretty promising but crashed for me on stage 2. Yeah, Hudson Hawk's an interesting one. I played that for a video and enjoyed it a lot more than I was expecting to. Put Yolanda on the list for giggles. This isn't about giggles, Kev, this is a serious business, but it is on the list. Okay, alright. We go over to the wheel. Okay, the wheel is live. We end the poll. And we have a look and see if Rollin' Ronnie made the grade. Interesting. Rollin' Ronnie did make the grade. I was kind of not expecting that. That's really cool. Alright, so Rollin' Ronnie, well done. You made the grade. What was the percentage? 64. So not as strong a mandate as Switchblade, but still, I'm surprised that made it through. But your say is final, so we'll go for that. Gaspop says they like Yolanda, so you know it's not just a laugh. It is a game worth playing, it seems. So that's pretty cool. Right, let's spin the wheel and we'll find out what's next. As always, if you see a fabulous Atari ST platformer that's not on the wheel, you need to tell us so we can add it. Bear in mind that First Samurai's been taken off and Magic Pockets has been taken off. Oh, this is a treat. This is a treat. Thank you very much, Spinatron 3000. Spinatron 3000 is my friend. I absolutely adore this game. It's so good. So good. Alright, we remove flood. And we add flood to this bit. There we go. And we find flood. And then we play flood. And we appreciate flood. Flood, really nice game, says Gaspop. You are not wrong. Oh, I think I saw it then. Yeah, there we are. Flood. Fingers crossed that it works, ladies and gents. Send good wishes. Send good wishes. Second vote for Thalion's Enchanted Land. Yeah, it's on the list. Anything Thalion did was gold. Well, they were demo scene coders, were they? They knew their way around the ST for sure. Right, we're not cheating, so we're not using those passwords. Ghouls and Ghosts, says Andrew Mr. T. Let's get that on the list. I don't think it's there already. Ghouls and Ghosts. Again, you know, there is going to be crossover with kind of run and gun shootery platforms. I appreciate that, but I'm not going to worry too much about the genre. The genre is just there to help us navigate through lots of brilliant ST games. When it comes to the final selection, we won't worry about stuff like that so much. Just the sound design of Flood is heart. Yeah, check it out. Yes, very old. You're absolutely spot on, and thanks for joining us, by the way. Thanks for popping in. All right, let's play some Flood. Yeah, so if you've not played Flood before, it's from Bullfrog, an early Bullfrog game. The guys had gone. This is before or after? Must be after Populous. But yeah, obviously legendary video game developers of Populous and the like. Black and White. What else did they make? Mind you, that was Lionhead Studios, wasn't it? But I think it was a lot of the same people. Now you mention run and gun, I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, and this is the thing. If we miss platform games here that fit into the run and gun genre, we'll just play them then. It's, you know, it's absolutely fine. No worries at all. Kev says, I should like Flood, but I don't, and I don't know why. Yes, Kev, I don't know why you don't either. Sort yourself out. What are you doing? I'm guessing we just skip this. The crackers, have you done us a favour here? Have you done us a solid? Now, I had a crack once that you just had to type in snake and then it worked. I'm not sure if this is the one. It might be. It might be. Alright, here we go. So, Flood, what is it? Don't know. It's utterly bizarre. You're basically in this subterranean level that is slowly flooding. Oh, I'm blowing myself up. You've got to collect all the trash, all the litter, and then you've got to get out of there. I guess you're just cleaning up the sewers or something. I don't really know. There probably is a story. I haven't got a clue what it is. But anyway, you bounce around the levels. Your guy is some kind of weird frog, amphibian-y thing who sticks to surfaces. Basically, you collect all the rubbish and then you head to the exit, and that's it. But there's all sorts of different weapons. You saw me using grenades. Here we've got timed explosives, which is quite fun. Yeah, and as somebody mentioned, sorry, I can't remember who that was, the sound design in this game is first class. Yeah, let me know what the sound levels are like, because I know often samples are a bit quieter. A bit quieter than YM bleepy bloops. So if you're struggling to hear it, let me know. I'll turn it up. Anybody mentioning the sound yet? No? Maybe we've got a bit of a delay on. I don't remember that intro. I wonder if it was in the version I had. Yeah, a lot of crackers would pull out the... hang on, there's a bonus stage here somewhere, I'm sure of it. You jump off one of these platforms at just the right time and you go to a bonus stage. It's probably something to do with that arrow. Oh well, can't be bothered to work it out. But yeah, as I was saying, Gaspop, a lot of the cracking crews would take out sometimes sampled music or intros, or you know, where's the weapon on this level? I think it's over this way. Basically anything taking up too much disk space so that they could then cram more games onto each disc, which, you know, at the time seemed like a valiant endeavour. You know, discs were, you know, a finite supply for a lot of people, so the more games you had on the discs, the more games you had. But in terms of like software preservation, not so good, because people have these kind of nerfed versions of games, if you like, and not realising that they're missing out on anything. But yeah, what a game this is. It's just so much fun, and I'm going to have to make sure that I don't play this for hours and hours now. What do we reckon? This level and then one more after it? I'm kind of hoping the funny random thing happens to me in a minute, because that would make the stream if it were to happen. Don't die! Don't die! You could try shooting the guy. Oh my days! How much health on one guy? Now you might notice that when you kill one of these, a little heart pops up just for a moment. It went through me. I got absolute... Oh! It happened there. I don't know, it happened so quickly you might have seen it. But this flamethrower is overpowered, completely overpowered. But every now and again he'll just pull out a chicken instead of the actual gun. A rubber chicken. Alright, I'm just going to go for it. Probably a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. Definitely. I should have stayed over here in safety and shot them. And then I died. Did I run out of air? I ran out of air. That was even more foolish. I think you can tell that I used to play this with the trainer on when I was a kid. Didn't have to worry about air or energy back then. Anyway, that's Flood. Just a phenomenal game. I'm tempted just to put it through. Do I get like streamer's privilege? I can just choose to put it through. No, come on, let's we're a democracy here. We're a democracy. Flood? What are we saying? Do we put it through? Vote in the poll, ladies and gents. I'll catch up with chat and then we'll spin the wheel for what might be the last game. Let's see. What a beautiful looking game, says Alkenstein. Absolutely. Very atmospheric. It's a bit quiet. Okay, sorry, I didn't quite catch that in time. Sorry about that. I'll remember that for next time though. RE Retro Gamer, thanks for popping in. Lovely to see you. They say, hello, big time ST fan here. Nice to be here. It's nice to have you here. At the moment, we're trying to find the best Atari ST platform games. I'll show you the wheel in a minute. You can see what people have nominated. But if you can see that there's something really important, in fact, I may as well just show it to you now. If there's a brilliant game that we're missing, just let us know and we'll put it on. Joan's here. Nice to see you, Joan. Thanks for joining us. Hi, dude. I've never got into Flood. Give it a go. Honestly, it's a great game. How does this work? Sorry. Yeah, I should explain. So my idea is I want to create an ultimate collection, Atari ST Ultimate Collection. It's a place where all the very best games are. Basically like a one-stop shop. If somebody says, I've got an ST, what game should I play? Or I'm starting emulation, what are the best games? We can just send them somewhere and say, play these, they're the bangers. And so just I'm thinking like maybe 3 from each genre, the 3 of the very best from each genre, to put on this list of games to recommend for people. So what we're doing is we're playing all the games that people think are great Atari ST platform games, and then we're deciding whether to put them through for consideration or not. So far, we have played Magic Pockets, Harlequin, and Terry's Big Adventure, and we had fun with all of them, but they didn't quite make the grade. And we have said yes to Switchblade and Rolling Ronnie. And we're just playing Flood, and we'll see if that goes through as well. Now, it seems to be that we're getting about a 50% hit rate. Now, obviously, we're not going to put 50% of these games through to the Ultimate Collection, but once we've played them all and we've got a good handle on what they're like, we can then decide, okay, which 3 are going through, and we can really then hash it out and find the best of the best. That's the idea, anyway. I hope that makes sense. Right, what do we need to do then? We need to go back to the spinner. There we go. And we need to spin for the next game, and we need to stop the poll. 30 seconds to get your vote in if you haven't already. What do you think? Flooding or not flooding? Yeah, sorry, Rick Dangerous is on. Quite a seminal ST platformer, that one. Let's see. Pure Essence Graphic Adventures was my favourite genre. That'd be great to have you on board for that bit then, because it's not something that I played very much of. I played Space Quest 3, and I played Secret of Monkey Island. I played... oh, what was it called? Lure of the Temptress. And I really enjoyed them, but it's just not a genre that I got into very much, so we do need some extra expertise on that one. Okay, so we stop the poll, and we spin the spinner to see what we're playing next. Okay, it's a massive landslide for Flood. 85% yes. That warms my heart very much. I hope it wasn't just me crooning on about how much I love it that influenced you. You're more than welcome to disagree with me. We like a friendly disagreement here, don't we, Kev? This is where you tell us that International Karate is better than the sequel. Again. Alright, Gears says Elf was cool. Now, Elf, we've got Torvak the Warrior. Ooh. Have I played this one? I don't think so. Alright, let's remove Torvak. Sorry, I just realised that I skipped away from the wheel mid-spin. Completely destroying any suspense for you. Alright, Torvak the Warrior. There we go. Alright, we're in. Let's find you, Torvak. Alkenstein says makes sense. That's good to hear. I'm glad it does. And we're in the T's again. We're a bit further in the T's. I dread an S or a T because you're scrolling through millions of games to get there. One of these days I'll sort out this SD card and split up the letters into smaller chunks so it's a bit easy to find things that you want. Torvak the Warrior 1 and 2. Now I don't think these are separate games, so I think they're separate discs. So let's sort out and make sure that we've got both discs available to go. So I'd imagine we've got to switch them at some point. Never heard of Torvak, could be a hidden gem. Yeah, let's hope so. Core design game, it's quite good. Another core, nice. Nice graphics. Alkenstein says, hey Gears of Games, I enjoy your videos. That's lovely to hear. If you don't already, you need to subscribe to Gears of Games. Give him a click. Click on his name in the chat there. Alright, come on, sort this out. I must be able to... Alright, bear with me. No. I've seen it before on other people's channels. They do a little shout out thing. Maybe it's some kind of bot or something they've got installed, I don't know. But yeah, I don't seem to be able to do that. But yeah, anyway, click on his name. That'll take you to his channel. Oh, hang on. Oh, I've got it. Okay. Okay, go here and subscribe if you haven't already. Quality Atari ST and ZX Spectrum videos. Let's see, what are we saying? Torvak is cool. Xenon 2 was a banger, right? Slam dunk, thanks for popping in, nice to see you. We're actually looking at Atari ST platform games today, but I would say Xenon 2 was not a banger. My controversial opinion is that it's all mouth and no trousers, really. It looks great and it sounds great. There's lots of great things. The shop is probably one of the best shops in video game history. With the little alien guy, love that. There's loads of great things about the game, but the gameplay I find sluggish and annoying. Pure Essence says, yes, it's a great channel. Yeah, shout it from the rooftops. Pure Essence, absolutely. Game Trooper says, so far I haven't played any of the games you've played today. That's good though, right? I mean, obviously it's nice to play them so you can get involved in the conversation, but also here's some great games that you haven't played before. Wow, look at this warning. Do not touch the joystick or keyboard while disc loading is in progress. I'm touching it. Yeah, breaking the law, breaking the law. Would you say the ST is the Specky's big brother? In my heart, yes, it kind of is. And there's a reason for that. Maybe a couple of reasons. Is the Spectrum had quite an open architecture in the way that the computer is made. You know, you've just basically got lots of memory and the programmers can do what they want with it. And the ST is very similar in that way. You know, unlike the Commodore or the Amiga or lots of other systems where they've got, you know, sprites hardware and scrolling hardware that you have to treat a certain way. The ST is very much just like a big chunk of memory. Do with it what you will. Which sometimes meant games were not so good. Sometimes meant amazing things were done on it. So in my heart it kind of is. Also, my best friend had a Spectrum and then upgraded to an ST. And that was the first time I came across the ST. So there's always that link in my mind as well. Personally, I went Electron, Amstrad CPC, then ST. So that kind of run is in my mind as well. No AES Plus here, says Jewel 16 Ares. I don't know how to say your name. Can I call you Jewel? But thanks for popping in anyway. AES Plus. Is that Amiga speak? Are you winding me up? I think you might be winding me up. AES Plus, unless that's an acronym for a game, maybe. An anachronism, no. Acronym, you know what I mean. Plutos is 10 times better than Xenon 2. Yes. Kev, preach. What will happen if you touch the keyboard? I did touch the joystick. Nothing happened. It was lies. Another user went from Spectrum to ST. Interesting. I think a lot of people did, you know. You're thinking about it, because the Spectrum really made computing and microcomputers accessible, didn't they? Because of the price point. And the ST was the same. It was a 16-bit that was accessible to, you know, us normal people. Sorry, if you're rich, you're not abnormal. You know what I mean. Ori went from the 800 XL to the ST. Nice. Ori, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Of course, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm just wondering if you're American. Because here, you know, the microcomputers, the 8-bits, it was very much Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore 64. None of my friends had Atari 8-bits at all. They were here, there's no doubt about that. I'm not erasing them from history, but yeah, I'd be interested. Shamini says SVI 728 to ST. What's that? Are you showing off? Is this like being the hipster of retro computers? I came from a computer you've never even heard of. Secret. I'm not going to lie, that is kind of cool. Ken went from Electron straight to ST. That is quite a jump. Love it. You must have been blown away when you first got your ST. I love this Electron, don't get me wrong. But yeah, you must have been blown away. Oh, he's from London. Interesting. Okay. So maybe down south it was a bit more of a thing, maybe. I'll have to check out Wings of Death just for the name alone. Oh, Slam Dunk, you are in for a treat. Another one, 8-bit to Atari ST, Stew Short Photography. Okay, Pure Essence, Whiskey Time, off work tomorrow. Get in. Winning at life. Amazing. Well done, you. New retro Neo Geo that everybody's speaking about. Yeah. What have you got one? What do you think of it? Do you want one? Yes, Kev, I remember you saying you went from the Dragon 32. Very cool, very quirky machine. It's one that I'd like to give a go. Get a hold of one and give it a try. Alright, anyway, we've delayed enough. Let's play Torvak. I'm looking forward to this. It's a Core game. Lots of great platformers made by Core. Especially if Simon Phipps was involved in this. Ooh, we've got some kind of sword menu screen. Maybe it's a level select. Maybe it's a bit more like Golden Axe. It's just going to trace your way through. Now, was Torvak an arcade? Is this an arcade conversion? Alright. Okay, check him out. Look at this guy. Proper Wolf from Gladiators vibe here. And we swing the axe. Okay. Initial impressions. Graphics look alright. They look okay. They're a bit kind of beige, but still. But the movement's quite responsive, but then fire isn't. Can you hear that? It's like he swings, and then you've got to wait for him to hold his axe still for a moment before you swing again. And then the jump attack is weird. Look at that. Really slow and floaty. That would take some getting used to and mastering, wouldn't it? Alright, can I hit this thing? Oh, yes. I think I just got the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Did I? How do we throw that? Alright, if we see any bunnies. Yeah, not liking how the attack works. It's just the way he's he's motionless for a second or so, and then so if you swing, maybe that's a design choice. Like if you swing early, you're taking damage. You're vulnerable. 2 hits on that one, and I got a thing. Splat. Oh, how's the volume on this, by the way? We're back to YM sound now, so it should be loud, or a bit louder than Flood. Hopefully you can hear it alright, because there is a bit of a tune here. Not bad at all. Oh, he turned. Oh, I can't get him. That's annoying. The mighty Torvak the Warrior defeated by a cockroach. Oh my days. Yeah, I quite like. Oh dear. Oh, hello. Oh, the fly helped me to discover. Maybe that's health. There is like an X on the top, like a cross on the top rather. We got an S, and it went boo doo 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 doo. Oh, what hit me there? There's a little secret guy down here. Alright, what does this remind me of? I had a game on the Amstrad that was like this. Could it have been Torvak? I mean, it was definitely not the same as this. Oh, he's not allergic to water. Take that, Terry, and your big adventure. Torvak doesn't mind getting his ankles wet. Yeah, on the Amstrad, you might. I want to say Rygar. That's the name that's kind of in my mind. It's quite cool, moving platform bit. Alright, we're getting used to the jumpy nonsense. That's doing alright for us now. And the timing of that's not too bad now. Okay. Alright, I don't mind the attack so much now. I do mind these little flipping wood lice. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can actually get that one. Yeah, I think they could have done a better job with how the attacks work, make them a bit more fluid. But it's not the end of the world. You can adapt to it. I did not see you. A bit more enemy variety might be nice. I'm getting used to the attack now. Honest, I am. I am. Ooh. Oh, we got a shield. Nice. Okay, we're getting some slowdown now. There were 3 sprites on screen. We were really pushing things to the limit there. No shade. I mean, you know, I'm just being facetious. The sprites are big, they're nice, and they're nicely animated, and they're well drawn. I'm not going to hold it against the game that it slows down a bit from time to time. Ooh, I blocked the arrow with my axe. How cool was that? Yeah! Oh, I didn't block that one. And then he jumps at you like an absolute fiend. Proper Sho Ryuken strats there. Oh, hello! That was cool. Sentient rocks now. Can I go down the well? Oh. Oh, instantly made the list. I was like, of course you can't, don't go down the well, don't be silly. And then you can go down the well. Best game ever. I quite like the difference between the ogres, orcs, and then the flying things. Like the flying things are a test of your reflexes. You've got to get the attack out quick. But then the orcs are totally different. You've got to time your attacks. Maybe I'm giving it a bit too much credit, but... Ooh. There's a potion. I bet I can do something with the potion, can't I? Some kind of magical attack or something. Oh, it's one of those games where the jump is faster than the walk. Whoa! Okay, holding fire is magic. That's good to know. That's cool. Alright, this is definitely one of those, the more you learn, the more you appreciate kind of games. Alright, you're actually going to be harder to hit than you were when I had the axe. Okay. Cash money. And a lovely crown. Amazing. Okay, if they're in just the right diagonal place, this weapon is perfect for them. But anywhere else, no. Alright, I think we've got to go back up. It was worth coming down here though, wasn't it? We found out about magic. We got ourselves... Is it a flail? That's what they're called, right? A flail. Jump. No, no, no. Should have attacked, should have got the low ground. Everyone knows the low ground is always best. Okay, this one attacks quicker. Right, now I'm on board with the slow axe. I actually like that. I was annoyed by how slow the axe was, but now it makes sense. It's a powerful but slow weapon. If you want something faster, you've got to find it. Oh, but I can't block those. Okay, we're in trouble. How would I block those? Duck? Yes, it would be a duck, wouldn't it? Can we have a boss? Give us a boss. Oh, that is not a boss. Ducking might be better for those guys. I won't be swinging the thing over their heads. Oh, I can get the wood lice now. Fantastic. Can we get a pause, please, sir? No? Alright, I'm going to catch up on chat a little bit. Let's see what they're saying. Alright, what are we saying about Torvak? Let's see. Or Gears. I think Torvak was a bit annoying if I remember correctly. He made a vid about it a couple of years ago. Never played it back in the day. Oh god, yeah, it's coming back. Super delayed attack. Jules says, I played many games on the ST, but I feel I barely scratched the surface. Haven't we all? Like I was saying earlier, I've played the ST for decades, but still we've played like 3 games this stream that I've never played before. Some enemies require more than one hit. Oh, yeah, but I kind of liked it. It made me think a bit more tactically. You would expect a massive axe to have some inertia to get going, yeah? But then he holds it one-handed and swings back and forth as he walks. Yeah, good point. If you can do this when you're walking, why can't you do it on somebody's face? The Torvak sprite always reminds me of the guy from the ST demo of Myth. Yes, let's get him in view. That's a good shout. Of course, Myth on this Commodore 64 had it. You were a boy, like zapped back into the past. It was quite a cool storyline. But in the ST version that never appeared for some reason, you were like this muscle weird guy with a... What's that called? You know what I mean, a mullet. There we go. Man, my brain. The brain is not braining today. Gears, I saw your Barbarian video the other day. I almost screamed at the screen in second-hand frustration. I haven't watched that one yet. I do want to. That Barbarian was a game that I saw really early on. One of the very first games I saw on the ST, and I was amazed by it. You know, coming from the Amstrad. The graphics, the size of the sprite, the movement, the fact that you played with the mouse. Amazing. But when I've played it recently, not amazing. Not amazing. Oh dear. Yeah, Barbarian makes the controls look like lightning fast in this game, Gears. Let's see. Anybody else? Paulie Olden, thank you very much for joining. Thanks for popping in. Had many great years with my ST in the late 80s and early 90s. Dungeon Master was my favourite game ever. Lots of people loved a bit of Dungeon Master, absolutely. Let's see. ERX. This game got 52% in some Amiga Mag. Ouch. It's not a 52%. It's much better than that. Alright, anyway. Let's make a poll. What was this called? Torvak or Torpid? I did catch somebody said Torpid the Warrior or something. Was that you, Kev? Very funny. Alright, are we putting Torvak in or not? Get your votes in. Should we put Torvak through as one of the best Atari ST platform games? Let's see. Don't mention Dungeon Master. Might wake up traumatic memories for Joy of Sticks. Yes. Unfortunately, I did try and do a long play of Dungeon Master on this channel, and my save kept corrupting. About an hour in, annoyingly, you know, not 10 minutes in, so I'd play an hour and save it, check the save, it works, come back to it later, it'd be corrupted, and then repeat that, I think 4 times, with different copies of Dungeon Master. I don't know what's going on. I've got to sort that out, because definitely a game worth playing on the channel. Is there a rough estimate of how many games there are on the ST? We might be able to, you know. Hang on. Let's look for some sources. So, if we go to Atarimania, does that tell us how many games there are? Atari ST games. I thought it did. Maybe not. Okay, here's, if you search for nothing, you leave the string empty on Atarimania, you get this, 9,570. It's worth pointing out that some games have multiple listings under different names and different releases. So there aren't that many games, but there are that many releases. There are also non-commercial games on here and things like that as well, so worth bearing that in mind. Where else could we look? Mobygames is probably the one that would have the most commercial games only bias. What's he talking about? What's he doing? Atari ST. How do we actually get? Browse. Platforms. Here we go. Atari ST. Okay, yeah, found it. Alright, let's get you back up. Okay, so here's Atari ST down here, and it says there are 2,507 games on the Mobygames database. What conclusion you draw from that, I don't know. ERX is just straight eyeballing it at 6,000, and that's where my mind goes as well. 6,000. I think you're not far off. Bobby says he's seen 8,000 mentioned. If you include public domain games, yeah, it depends, doesn't it? It depends what you include. Absolutely. Is Terramex on the list? It is not, and that's a game that I've heard of, but I cannot picture in my mind at all. So we'll pop that one on. That's pretty intriguing. There were a lot, but Spectrum had over 20,000. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, quite a few SD games missing from Moby. No doubt about it, Gears. No doubt about it. Colin Thompson, thanks for popping in. Nice to see you. Tons of shareware indeed. Yeah, absolutely. All right, what are we doing for time? We're 9:30. Oh my days. The time is slipping away from us. So unfortunately, we do need to call it quits soon. But yeah, we had a schedule, and there's something I've forgotten from the schedule. Okay, some momentous news. Now you need to strap yourself in, or sit down, or if you're at a standing desk, lean against something solid, because I've got some world-shaking news. The other day, I was in the kitchen looking for a snack, and we have got, my amazing wife has bought us a multi-pack of scampi flavoured fries, bacon flavoured fries. Now it turns out all my family love the scampi fries, they don't love the bacon fries. So I took one for the team. I said, don't worry, I'll have the bacon fries. Right, so I goes and gets the bacon fries, open the multi-pack, reach in, grab a pack, and this pack is feeling pretty hench, pretty tumescent, right? It's bulging at the seams, and I pull it out, and it's chunky. I'm like, wow, look at this. Showed it to my wife. She held it. She was like, there's no way that's a normal bag of bacon flavour fries. So of course I did what any self-respecting curious fellow would do, and I weighed it. All right, and you can see the weight there, right? The weight says 24 grams. That's how much should be in there. The scales, it came in at 44 grams. I couldn't believe it. A whole 20 grams extra bacon flavour fries. I'm sorry I had to share that with you. How incredible is that? I felt like I need to just go out and buy a lottery ticket instantly. That's just crazy. A whole 20 grams extra. Just absolute nonsense. Anyway, yeah, thought you might enjoy that. All right, let's have a catch up. Let's see. GW, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you got here in time for the crisp news. If you did, you got here for the most important news. So don't worry too much. Hang on, where am I? I'm totally discombobulated by the incredulity of a bag of bacon fries with 20 grams extra. It's nearly double. It's insane. Right, we've got to end the poll. Oh, this is a landslide, and not in a good way. 100% no for Torvak. Oh my word. Torvak. No. It's not your night, son. Alright, Torvak is in the list. There we go. Okay, let's have a bit of a sum up then before we end the stream. Somebody said, what have I missed? So here you go. This is what you missed, alright? Apart from the absolutely vitally important crisp news. We played 7 games. We tried to play 8. First Samurai did not work. I'm going to try and find a version that works. We'll do that next week. But what did we play? We didn't play 7. 2 of these games we already played. We actually played 5 games. We played Terry's Big Adventure. Charming platformer. Enjoyable. Physics. Momentum. Very Mario. Little bit of what's that game that somebody mentioned that had a vibe of? Great Gianna Sisters kind of thing. Good game. Not good enough. Definitely not one of the best ST platformers. Then we actually played Switchblade first, didn't we? But yeah, Switchblade didn't work last week. Got it working this week. Great little game. Really quirky and interesting. Looks amazing. superb music, a really nice progression to the game, beautifully coded, and I'm glad to say that got through. 71% said yes. We played Rolling Ronnie. Now, Rolling Ronnie was really charming, I thought. Personally, I'm not sure I would have put it through, but the more I played it, the more I was getting into it and learning about the special attacks and things like that, and the chat said, yeah, put it through, so we put it through. Then we played Flood, which is absolutely fantastic, an amazing game, and it's one of those hidden gems. People don't talk about it enough, so yeah, it's kind of a game that I'll bring up in conversation as much as possible when people talk about platformers, especially on the 16-bit computers, or especially by Western studios. Yeah, Flood, amazing. Glad that went through on a landslide. And then talking about landslides, we played Torvak the Warrior, which wasn't the greatest, was slow and clunky, but another one where the more I played it, actually the more I appreciated it, and I think I will come back to that to give it another go. Okay, let's catch up on chat. Let's see. People enjoying the crisp chat, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying the crisp chat. Crispy Wonka ticket, I tell you what, I would take that over a golden ticket all day. I did strike gold. Truly, I told you it was momentous. Somebody bring up Reuters, right? Absolutely. I'm sure it'll be in all the news outlets this time tomorrow, so you heard it here first. Yeah, I expected you to say that it was one giant crisp. It was better than one giant crisp. 20 extra grams. Oh my days. Yeah, Torvak got slammed. Yeah, 100% no. Oof. Turrican 1 and 2. Okay, now we are going to do run and gun games at some point. And for me, Turrican, that's like, it's the stereotypical, it's the quintessential run and gun. So we're going to save it for then, Paulie, if you don't mind. I won't add it to the list. There is a platforming element to it, no doubt, but we'll save it. We need some games in the run and gun. Harlequin didn't make the grade, right, Stu? Lots of people like that game. Lots of people like it, it's true. And I've never played it really. We played it briefly, and it did look to have a lot of appeal. But yeah. Oh, Twin World had to be played on your stream. Twin World. Is that? No, I'm thinking of Mega Twins. Mega Twins is a game that I played recently. Twin World, okay. From Ubisoft and Blue Byte. Okay, I remember it now. I've seen this. I think Gears has played this. I think so. Alright, Twin World's on the list. Where are we? Is it going to be one of the greatest? Hey, you never know. It might be a diamond in the rough. We'll give it a try anyway. Alright, that's on the list. Alright, chat. Thank you so much. We're going to end it there because it's gone way past 9:30, and my poor family have been shut in their rooms and they'd like their house back. So we will end it there, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Really enjoyed it. It's always a blast, and you're helping me here filter out these platform games to find the best ones on the ST. We will aim for a Wednesday stream next week. I should probably check my calendar, shouldn't I, before I start promising such wild things. What are we doing next Wednesday? Let's have a look. Okay, next Wednesday is nothing. Okay, polling day is the day after. I've got such a nice week next week. Oh my days. We got bank holiday Monday, so no work Monday, and then polling day on Thursday, so my school's not open. Oh, 3-day week. Get in. Do the Dizzy games count as platformers? Now there's a debate. Is the Dizzy game an adventure game? Is it a puzzle game? Is it a platformer game? It's kind of all three, isn't it? What do we reckon? Do we put it in? Right, one last thing before we go, guys. Let me know, do we put Dizzy on this wheel or one of the other genres? Let's see. Gear said, don't think I played it enough to really be able to judge it fairly. I think you're talking about Twin World there. Yeah, so great. That will be interesting to see. Another user says, thanks, Mark. See you next week. Fantastic. Thanks for popping in. Take care. Take care, Ken. Glad you enjoyed it. Glad you had fun. You too, Gears. Thank you very much. James, thanks for popping in. GW1890, thanks for the stream, even though I missed most of it. Sorry, buddy. I do try and announce when it is, so hopefully you can get in on time. But hopefully, next week, maybe you can. Because I don't have to get up early the next day. Maybe I can stream a bit longer. You never know. Let's see. Maxsoft Amiga rules. One last troll just to finish the stream. Thanks, Max. No, thanks for popping in, Max. We appreciate you. Even if your taste in 16-bit computers is slightly skewed, we still love you. Let's see. Gears of Game says arcade adventure platformer. He's nailed it. That's what it is. Dizzy is one of those. Pigeon says I vote against Dizzy. It's more of an adventure. See, that's where it is in my mind. There are platforming elements, there's no doubt about it, but the adventure side of it is what's key to Dizzy, is the finding the items and using them correctly. It's making your way around this maze-like map. Wagyu says, fun stream, cheers Stickhead and chatties. Wagyu, you are most appreciated. Thank you so much. Another wheel for Dizzy, just on its own. Just Dizzy games on a wheel. Yes, Kev, that might be the way to go. Yeah, see you next week, Kev. Thanks for popping in. I spelt Terramex wrong. Okay, I'm guessing that's right. Terramex. Let's see if... Oh, I think I spelled it correctly. You can't quite see it. Oh, you can see it now. Is that the correct spelling? Maybe. Jules says Wednesday next. Yes, that's the aim. I'm aiming to do it every Wednesday. I've only actually done one Wednesday out of the 3 weeks so far, but we're aiming for Wednesday, 7:45. I'm trying to get it regular so people know when to pop in. But yeah, we're going to call it a stream there. Again, thank you so much for popping in. It's been an absolute blast sharing these games with you, sharing your comments, reading your comments. I just love it. It's just been amazing. Yeah, hopefully next Wednesday we'll have another stream, so pop back and we'll see you then. Thanks ever so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.